Alright, let's see if we are going to be dying here or not. PDA. Erica Boxer, April 16th. That other jerk. I cannot believe that asshole. What kind of a man dumps a girl on their anniversary? Poor Danica's in hysterics. I had to swap my shifts on account of that prick. Sadie made that easy now. She's such a good friend to me. We were inseparable at nursing school until she decided to branch out into botany. Seems she's suited more to general medical research than patient care. That's fine. I don't mind. I prefer working with people to plants anyway. The new walkway in hydroponics is a bonus too. Some of our boys like to stretch their new limbs among the greenery. Who said that the new departments were of no use? This is selfish, I know, but damn it, I've had so much on my plate. I'm having to do serious overtime, and the ungrateful turds like Eric mean I've got even more to deal with. My poor baby sister. Body of a 30-year-old woman, mind of a 16-year-old girl. Apparently, he says being the pilot of the Ozymandias is just too much pressure on a relationship. As is that a sweet little co-pilot he recently acquired. I've had it up to here with pilots. Are they ever not chasing tail? Well, tonight should be okay, as I've got Danica coming around with some of the girls and a shipment of Martian champagne. Martian even. Julie 10. The budget increase is provided to be a blessing and a curse. The budget increase, yes, we've got more equipment, for sure, but nowhere near enough space for it. If only the Groom Lake was one of those modular types, we might be able to get some extra room. Sadie and I are working our butts off around here. God bless Sadie. If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be an alcoholic by now. Danica is still not over her douchebag ex and calls me up crying most nights just to talk about how she misses him. Next time I see him, I'm going to punch his lights out. I worry about Danica. She's depressed, not eating, not sleeping. I might ask Gracia to book her in for an appointment. She needs a shrink. Work-wise, the regeneration tanks are working beautifully, but the increased demand for them means we're running short of chemical dissociation regions, and the gold crowd regeneration fluid is pretty much spent. Speaking of the fluid, is this new stuff Dr. Melanie's unit has had us using. It's technically the same as the last stuff, but I'm sure the molecular composition is different. Apparently it's 4 times as effective. It seems kinda unpredictable actually. I've already asked Dr. Harvey to request that we switch back to the old one, which he has done twice. Why are they ignoring us? Well, probably because Dr. Malin wants to try all sort of stuff that isn't probably good for anyone. September 18, crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today. All of the guys sweating and looking like they're OC'd or something. There's been a spike in violent assaults. I'd swear it has something to do with the new supplies that came in. Ever since that new reagent fluid, it seems like everything else is slightly off too. I'm sure of it. Diet, medicines, genetic samples, you name it. I spoke to Sadie and she also swears there's been tampering. The idea that we've been ingesting bad food for months scares the shit out of me. I'm going to get a friend of mine to analyze some samples. Until then, I'm locking my door at night. I'm not sure who I can trust. Sadie's been giving me strange looks too. I might actually change the lock. Great thing. Getting lovely foods. December 19. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I have to see Danica. I have to. She's with 2 others near the hangars and I'm stuck here in medical. 2 rifles taken from Malone and Bird and a laser scalpel. That's all we have to get there. Sadie keeps fighting me on this and making excuses. She's starting to piss me off. Has that idiot forgotten where we are? That the Groom Lake is now a freaking hunting ground and my sister is in the middle of it? I don't fucking care if they don't come with me. I have to see my sister. I have to know about Danica. I heard her on the radio a day or so ago, so I know she's still alive. She has to be hiding. Danica was always better than me at hide and seek back home. It took hours to find her. Once, Mom sent a search party for her, and she's been hiding at the bottom of the garden, tucked inside a dirt hole where Dad was planting peas. She's hiding. She has to be. Sadie is causing me problems. If she won't come with me, I guess I'll have to make her come along. Whether she wants to or not. Okay. Emails, inbox, and outbox. From Al Musgrave to E-Boxery Food Enchantment Report. So, what sort of food enchantments did you have? Dear Erica, I was under the misapprehension that your request was perhaps just paranoia, but given the tests I've performed on the provided samples, well, I have to be honest. Its implications are frightening. I will generally concur with your initial theory that some patches just went bad, but there is clearly much more than spoilage at work. You have to understand that when patches like this are spoiled, they are all spoiled, not just a few. A fungus, for instance, will spread through samples, but there is an astonishing difference between the samples you've sent me. Some seem to have been cultivated quite for the qualities they demonstrate. Did you know the brassica sample is enchanted with a genetically enhanced form of PCP? I know this because I tested the sample on one of my rats. The poor little thing lashed out violently, suffered a seizure, and then died. The precise name is DV85, a drug that was popular for enhancing the abilities of so-called remote viewers during the eugenic wars. Laboratory created stuff, all designers, all professional. The most alarming part is that, owing to the different genetic strains seen in the 5 samples you sent for analysis, I get the impression that these containments were deliberately distributed to both staff and patients. I'm not sure what Lunaki would do such a thing, least of all on a long-haul lab ship. But I've already sent a request to my superiors at the Minister to examine the matter further. On an informal note, please look after yourself, Erica. You were always my best pupil, and I'm pleased you chose to confide in me. I do apologize that it has taken so long to get back to you. Be careful. With fondest affection, Luke, Professor Al Hall, Lucifer, University of Tampa, Florida. Yes, great. Not surprising. Though, certainly not surprising. Whole unoccupied, what a surprise.
I think I found the crew.
Are they also bloodied up, like the guy under the floor?
You could say that. I'm not sure how many people I'm looking at. But it's like something from a eugenics war painting.
Try to push through, John. A few decks below, one step at a time.
That sounded like it should be something that, like, this doesn't seem that bad. This vessel slightly shows the way. There's actually quite a few things that I can do here. Blood and tissue and portal. The oozing red cube contains flecks of bone and masses of tissue. Well, a lot of people were shot, yes. Clearly enough. So Sadie A. Callister, who did come then either by force or, well, with her. September 18, crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today. I thought that becoming the new head medical tech on this deck would actually improve things, but it's like being thrown into the lion's den. The lockdown a few months back was a pain, but these inventory discrepancies are the real problem. And then yesterday the system went haywire. The first thing Erica does, of course, is call up her little sister to make sure she's okay. I suppose I can understand that. I just wish that, well, I wish she'd ask after me sometimes too. Yesterday, during the power outage, I was locked inside a storage room for 2 hours. But Danica's fine, of course, so who cares about me? I was only trapped in a product storage room with only plant cultures and human limbs for company. I took a look at them actually. It's part of my job, with the plants anyway, and I had to do something to keep my mind off things. Good specimens, all of them, except for samples 99D, E, and F. I couldn't for the life of me work out why samples this badly mutated would be permitted anywhere near the greenhouses. These are recent too. Dear God, what imbecile is shipping them these to storage? Kane's hydroponics have the strictest quarantine regulations in the galaxy. Punishable by losing your damn job. It must be that the new section of a few floors down. They've got all kind of fools on the payroll. You know, I usually like to spend time in the greenhouses, but I swear something's going funny with some of the new crops. Erica said it's probably just imagining it. I'm probably. But I had a full patch of brassica growth cultures thrown out the other day, showing signs of what looked like Dutch elm disease. How is that possible? I'm going to submit a report. How I'm supposed to explain to Dr. Mellon and the board that we have mutant cultures in storage and perfectly good crops with extinct diseases is another matter. Well, probably because they want them to be there. Or Mellon liked them to be there. December 20. Erica lost her goddamn mind. Lost her damn mind. Well, I'm scared out of my mind right now. She's dragged us on a fool's errand across the ship to look for Danica. I tried to tell her how I saw one of those things wearing Danica's face the other morning. Oh God, it makes me want to puke just thinking about it. It looked like a deflated balloon as it scuttled up the walls. I swear then crazy I fried it with a bolt, but we can't be sure. He's a psychiatrist, not a soldier. Then again, are any of us as soldiers? Erica seems to think we're in the Marine Corps, waving around the rifle with a crazy look in her eye, threatening to kill anyone who disagrees with her. Erica, I told her, you are a nurse. God, I barely recognized her anymore. What happened to my best friend? What happened to that girl from Stockley, Mississippi? I don't know who Erica Boxer is anymore. Well, December 24. Erica died this morning. My friend is gone. One of those horrific things tore her spine out of her body right in front of my eyes. I must be one of the last ones left alive. Not that I've got long. I'm infected with something. I can feel it. I checked out the hydroponics lab this morning. It's a wreck. I could have told them, anyone could have told them, that trying to breed a new fungus to kill the old one would be disastrous. The rest of it won't budge. I tried tearing away with the laser scalpel Erica gave me, but it did nothing. Zip. Zills. Nada. What doesn't kill it really does make it stronger. I'm going back to retrieve Erica's remains later. I know she died, a crazy woman. But she was my friend. I still love her. And that was that story. Notices and reports. Personal data tags. Yeah, I guess. Survey and emails inbox reports. Inventory anomalies. Dr. Malan, first allow me to apologize for mailing you directly, but this is classified red emergency. I've undertaken further inspection beyond samples 99D, E, and F and found that the majority of our inventory has been compromised by tampering. There are signs that the tampering began some time ago. Some of the materials are merely spoiled, but a large quantity appears to have been illegally modified. I'm not sure who the new suppliers are, but the inventory they have provided does not match the chemical manifest included. I'm aware this is a shipping concern rather than a hydroponics one, but Project Seed is based around our successful cultivation of hyper-nutritious plants in unusual conditions. With the current stock we possess, there is no limit to the number of illegal or mutated nutrients going into our plant growth. I'd advise that shipping and medical began more throughout the inspection of the received cargo. I suspect the problem could go back for months, although I have no evidence to prove this. Please recommend immediate termination of supply runs and indentation of irrigation pipes until this is resolved. Best regards, Sadie Callister, Hydroponics Technician, Level 1. E-Boxer to S.A. Callister, encrypted. Sadie. I love you very much, sweetie, but have you lost your damn mind? Those samples are restricted. What if Dr. Malin finds out you brought samples from out of the storage space? It's not only your job you'll be losing. I'll do what you ask, but only because you've never been wrong before. Though I pray to God you are this time. Love, Erica. But it was pretty much correct. Not that it helped anything, but it was correct. Destroyed Centricon, yes. I'll just make a quick save again, just because I can. Save. Alright. Before I try to look into the elevator, let's have a look around, I guess. Bloodstained environmental suites. Relatively intact despite the new decorations spattering their surface. Force field. Charged plasma molecules stand across the surface of an invisible electrical field. And a lot of blood. You can begin to estimate how many lives were ended here.
Serotonergic receptors are present in your principal vascular system.
Is that a good or bad thing? Is my question. Okay, I can see into here at the very least. But I assume I cannot really go into there, but I can see. It seems like there's somebody there or something. But yes, I cannot enter there, at least straight up. Well, medical machinery. Unlike much of the other machinery, this terminal was designed to assist in the healing. Extracted PDT. Several bent spinal hooks protrude from the disengaged personal data tag. Lovely.
It's been cut open.
Of course! They must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Oh, the bodies. The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks...
You have to remove your tag.
Remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between decks.
This is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
Well, you don't have a lot of choice, do you? High-end surgery bots sophisticated enough to perform nearly any operation with a tiny margin for error. But it can do error, whether beneficiary or victim. This is where the surgery patients lie. Good. Disregarded hospital bed. Call it to rest, to sleep. A call to rest to sleep. Oxygen storage tank. cryopreservation tank, anesthetic storage, and organic pressure. Well, let's have a look into the extracted PDT and the things like that first of all. So, alright, personal data tag like this, right?